The concept of fork is very easy. All we need to do is to find two pieces of the opponent that can be attacked at the same time. But what does it mean they can be attacked at the same time? It means they are not defended or they are not sufficiently defended. So when we attack two pieces, the opponent is forced to make a choice between which one to save. In situations where the opponent's king is one of the pieces under attack, he has only one choice. He has to move the king to evade the threat, so he loses the other piece, for sure. Now that we have learned the concept, let's see how can we apply it on the board. I think our job is to find two enemy pieces that are not defended. This is the first step. The first thing to do is to identify two enemy pieces that are undefended or not sufficiently defended. The king is exposed to a check from here. We put the knight on this square and deliver a check, and then take the rook, which is not sufficiently defended. We can take the other piece also. Let's go to the other example. We identified two enemy pieces that are not defended. This is the knight and this is the king. Both are vulnerable, so we attack them from here. Let's go to the other example. Our queen is under attack by the rook on b7. So we see that the king is also vulnerable and can be checked from c8. That was not the actual fork. This is the actual fork of this position. This. What should we do? Identify two enemy pieces that are not defended. We are white here. This is the solution. Here in this position, we see that three pieces of opponent can be attacked by knight from this square. So we win the exchange. Now let's go to this example. Identify two enemy pieces that are undefended. Here is the king, here is the rook, and here is the square. The black knight can jump. And that was easy. This is an interesting example. We can attack both king and rook from this square, and this square is also supported by knight from d5. So we attack the king and take the rook. Here we can fork rook and king by the pawn. Let's examine this position. The king is exposed. The bishop on h2 is also undefended, so we attack both of them from h3 by queen. This is the solution. Let's go to another example. Wow, there are lots of forks here. From this square, the knight jumps and the black sacrifices the queen. This is not a fork actually. This is a mate. So, what can we do in this position? In this position, the king is exposed. The rook on a1 is also undefended. We can attack them from d4. This is an easy example. Rook and king are on the same diagonal, so we attack them both and win the rook. This position seems a little bit complex, but as soon as we spot the fork from this square, which wins the queen, everything becomes easy for us. Let's do one more example. We find that the queen and knight are vulnerable to a fork by the pawn. It is evident that queen cannot take the pawn because it is defended. We gain the knight on f3. Thank you very much.